Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly oracle card messages for the zodiac signs, where we are going to pull one card from the Kuan oracle deck this week for each of the zodiac signs. Remember, you do embody the zodiac sign, so I do invite you to stick around for the full reading. If you know your rising sign, you can apply each of the messages to your house energy and get a full reading. This is a weekly reading and it is a general reading. So generally it'll apply to you and it'll apply to you generally. Also, use your intuition and your guidance. If anything that I'm saying you want to argue with, that means it's not for you. Leave it for someone else. Thank you so much for being a part. And I do not do personal readings, so if anybody is offering you a personal readings, remember, scammers are going to scam and they will get theirs, but don't let them get you before they get theirs. And don't go out there if it's Mystic Hillbillie private messaging you or DMing you or anything like that. It is not me. It's a scammer out there trying to scam you, and don't let them get you. So... And also, I want to put a plug in here to check out celestialgrove.academy for all your mystical needs. So that's all we got, and we are going to get started. At the time of the release of this video, we will be in Virgo season. So we are going to start with Virgo. Let's get it started. From the Kuan Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, not affiliated in any way. Here we go. Virgo, weave the future golden. Virgo, something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin is urging you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, Virgo, that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Virgo, I feel like you've gone through it. You've gone through the ringer, and I feel like the lessons are starting to make sense, and now it's time for you to move forward with what you've learned from what you've gone through in order to create a better future in the now. Now is where you begin to weave your future golden, Virgo. Now is where you can start to create the golden future. You can learn the lessons from all the pitfalls and fallbacks and move into a more golden future. And if you notice, Virgo, things have been getting better and better. And just what's going to happen whenever they are better, So, yeah, Virgo, I do feel strongly you belong moving forward. And you belong moving forward taking advantage of the teachings, the lessons, the compassion that you've learned from what life has been teaching you lately. It has given you now have all the lessons, you have all the tools. It's all up to you now. Are you going to take the lessons in? Are you going to use the tools properly? And are you going to, in the now, weave that golden future? Because the possibilities are here for you. And I promise you, if you choose to use the now to weave a more golden future, good things are heading your way. It is really good and it's really worth it, Virgo. So believe in yourself. Know that you belong creating a better future now, and begin now. You got this, Virgo. I believe in you, and I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are so amazing. You really have gone through the ringer, and you've gone through the fire, and it only purified you and made you even more beautiful. So stand strong and celebrate yourself, and know that you belong creating your golden future now. All right, beloved Virgo, that's the message I have for you this week. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Libra, you got the dance of the butterfly queen. Libra, you are a pure heart, and your sincere love is attracting divine grace. And with the grace of Kuan, the butterfly queen, that which was impossible becomes possible. From the caterpillar to the winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what the divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Libra, whatever has been troubling you, or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or the dream so that it can unfold with divine perfection. Allow the butterfly queen to dance, and she will bring healing and grace to your life and your situation now. With the lightness of her step and the grace in her heart, she is here to help you transform and to create something new, something divine, to help you bring more beauty and sparkle into what you're already creating. Grace is what's needed. Grace is what's needed. And I feel like it's going to transform beautifully and perfectly, but not how you think. Because think about this. Does the caterpillar know that it's going to become a winged creature? It just knows that it's creating the cocoon. I feel like that's where you're at. You're creating the cocoon. And you're being asked to create your cocoon with grace. To infuse grace into the creation of the cocoon so that the butterfly that emerges is full of grace. All right, beloved Libra, I hope that this message helps. I feel that it has. It's reached who it needed to, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much for joining me for this message, and as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Scorpio, you got many hands of the goddess. I feel like the goddess is here to help you this week, Scorpio. The goddess Kuan brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life right now, Scorpio. She's not limited to one task at a time, so don't be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius. For there is much that you can accomplish together, and she wants to assist you. So ask the goddess for her loving assistance and grace this week through many of your projects. Ask her for your guidance and her guidance with your morning routine. Ask her for the guidance with your commute to work, with your projects, with your art, with your hobbies. She wants to help you in all aspects and areas of your life this week, Scorpio, and she is available to help you, and she can help you. Don't feel guilty or shameful about asking the goddess for help this week. Reach out to the goddess in as many aspects of your life as you want. She is grateful to help you. And she wants to show up. But you need to ask her for the help and allow the help. And you don't have to allow her help in every area. And you also, I want to encourage you, don't wait until you absolutely need the help. Ask for the help earlier, just so that you can have relaxed time. She wants to help you create time for relaxation. So be willing to ask for help this week. And be willing to surrender to what's necessary for you to be able to receive that help. And know that it's okay. You are beloved, and your creations are wonderful. And you're given some divine inspiration to be able to continue to create. And I feel like you're, like, for some of you Scorpios, you're making something and you're creating something, and it's in the process, but you're going to be divinely inspired for how to move forward with that creation. All right, take it how it resonates, Scorpio. That's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Sagittarius, you got 36, the dance unveiling. Sagittarius, what do you know? I'm not trying to be rude about asking that. I'm like, you know something that we want to know, but you know something, don't you? Anyway. Sag, there's a situation in your life that's about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you before. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you in perfect time. So I feel like, Sag, that at the beginning when I wrote this, I was like, what do you know? I feel like that's saying, like, what you think you know at the beginning of this week is going to be different than what you know at the end of this week, if that makes sense. Like, there's going to be a revealing coming to you this week. And I feel like you need to continue forward with that open heart and that open mind, and move forward with that curiosity that you have, and allow for a change of mind. Because I feel like what's being revealed is something you already know. Like, you're already certain. Like, I am so certain that it's A. It is A, and it for sure is A. And just a curiosity and wanting to learn isn't going to teach me that it's B. Like, there's no amount of curiosity and wanting to learn that will teach me that it's B, because I have to look for it being B, but I won't look for it being B because I know that it's A. So what's needed, Sagittarius, for you to be able to see you? It's a change of mind, an openness to a change of mind, an openness to learning different now. Gosh, I don't know if I want to use this analogy or not, because I don't want to lose some of you Sages. Just take this as an analogy, Sag. You're smart enough, and you have the emotional IQ, the intellectual IQ. You know what an analogy is. I'm not saying that it's this way, okay, Sag? Use this as an analogy. It's like thinking that the world is round and then finding out that it's flat. What would open your mind up to being able to receive that it's flat? You know what I mean? Because, like, you're not going to look at any of that information of the world being flat. You're too busy knowing that it's round. So that's the kind of stuff that's coming in, but you're going to see very clearly that it's flat. And again, use this as an analogy. I'm not saying the world's flat. Maybe I should say it the other way around. You really knew that the world was flat, but it's going to become clear that it's a sphere. All right, Sag. Allow yourself to change your mind, and it'll be clear by the end of the week that was right. Take it if it resonates, Sag. That's the message I have for you this week. As always, be in grace. All right, Capricorn, you got spin the silken thread divine. In creating precious silk, there's a sorting process, a sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing on a new cycle, beloved Capricorn, and it's time to allow for that which is more precious and pure that which you wish to take with you into the future, to continue, and to release that which does not align with your true heart. Capricorn, sometimes we need to help ourselves access the new cycle by releasing vows from this or other lifetimes. When you release old emotional patterns, Capricorn, you call in wisdom and talents from past lifetimes. You're guided to accept this healing now. Capricorn, when you release old emotional patterns and calling in wisdom and talents from past, Capricorn, it's time to release old emotional patterns and call in the wisdom and talents from your past lives. You are being guided. Kuan Yin is guiding you to this healing now. So Capricorn, you're being called to release the shame and the guilt and the failures of the past and to step into owning the talents and successes and skills that the past has given you. And Capricorn, I feel strongly you have a tendency to overcommit. You need to look at your commitments this week. Some commitments need to be recommitted to. Some commitments need to be released. And the answer of whether or not to hold on to these commitments is your heart in it? You have to look at your commitments this week and decide, is your heart in what you're committed to? And be willing to release yourself from that which your heart is no longer committed, and be willing to recommit to what your heart is committed to. So look at your commitments this week, Capricorn. Reevaluate based on what your heart believes and what your heart desires. All right, beloved Capricorn, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Aquarius, you are at the threshold with Kuan Yin. Aquarius, at the threshold you stand, and before you lies a way of being that is beyond any fear. It is a sacred passing through of a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment. Into a new life of empowerment, peace, and spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. So Kuan Yin is asking you to take her hand and to walk through this karmic veil and to be willing to release fear as you move through this karmic. So this karmic veil, I feel like it's a situation. It's a situation. It's a situation where you always would have reacted or acted again in the same type of way. You would have had an emotional reaction from this situational trigger. And it's going to happen yet again. And you're not going to have the emotions now. And now, without the emotions spurring on the reaction, you're able to act in a new way. And Kuan Yin is saying that that new way can be a way that moves towards peace, that moves towards love, that moves towards your empowerment. But you have to release fear. You're afraid of your own power, Aquarius. Can you admit that? So there's a threshold that you are at where all you have to do is walk through this karmic situation and act in a new way where you can feel empowered and peaceful for your decisions. You have to believe in your actions as you're taking them. But you have to no longer be moved by emotional reactions. And I don't necessarily feel like that part is necessarily your choice. I feel like you've gone through it so much, the emotions are just no longer there. They're numb. And it is actually a good thing in this situation. Very rarely is that a good thing. So don't take me wrong there. But it's the lack of emotions that gives you the clarity to be able to act anew instead of react. To act on it properly in a way that empowers you and brings peace to the situation. And don't you dare for a minute look down on yourself for how long it took you to get there, because you needed to get there. It needed to take that long necessarily. There was no time wasted. But yeah, there's a situation that you're going to walk through this week. And it's walking through emotionless. Drop the fear, empower yourself, and find the way to act. Yeah, that's what it is. Find the action that brings you the most emotional empowerment now. Let your actions be what empowers your emotions moving forward. Drop the fear. And if you're afraid of your own power, look into that. Talk to yourself. Let yourself know that you're afraid of your power. Why are you afraid of your power? It's valid that you're afraid of your power. Here, and here. Of course it is. What can you do about it? How can you make sure that it'll be okay? How can you take care of that? There's conversations you need to have with yourself. So move through with new actions, and you will find the empowerment and the peace that you're looking for. It's there. And Kuan Yin's there. Call on Kuan Yin to help you. She's there to walk you through, to give you the love, the courage, anything you need, the capacity to be able to make it through these karmic situations and find a way towards solutions. They're there. It's possible. I believe in you, Aquarius. Now it's time for you to believe in you. All right, beloved Aquarius, that's the message I have for you today or this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Pisces, you got the towel. The towel is always flowing, Pisces. It's always nourishing life into creation. It's always presenting steps and solutions, and it's always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. And you, Pisces, are being guided to relax and to allow life to flow. Allow the flow in your life, Pisces, because you are being invited into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. Sometimes we think that more advanced means more effort, and yet sometimes in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct our more limited perspective, and instead we become open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, including our own divine essence at one with the source of all. This does not mean that you become a loose leaf blown about by the winds of fate. It means that you become like a bamboo, strong within yourself and able to move in this direction or that without losing your power. In fact, your flexibility can become part of what makes you a powerful instrument of the divine creativity and an instrument of healing, Pisces. There are times when the towel, the mystery of the source, endlessly unfolds before us. It calls us strongly to be flexible and to stop fighting against the flow, and instead to let the flow move us. It's the difference between trying to swim all the way to the shore, not even knowing if you're headed in the right direction, but thinking where you could be on the one hand, and allowing a cosmic wave to lift you, carry you, and deposit you on the shoreline on the other hand. But why should it be so easy, you may wonder? The challenge is not to try to force life to unfold according to your whims, but to grow in trust, in wisdom, in self-love, and in self-worth. The challenge is not to try and force life to unfold according to our whims, but to grow in trust, wisdom, self-love, and self-worth, so that you can become capable of surrender. The way is effortless, yet the journey to being able to surrender into the way is not so effortless, is it, Pisces? We can make our molehills into mountains unintentionally. And so, Pisces, you're being asked to let go now, to relax, to allow life to do what it does, which is flow. The Tao is more powerful than any apparent obstacle. The Tao flows through all situations, and it presents natural solutions, no matter how unsolvable those situations may seem. It just needs to be allowed to do so. So Pisces, allow the flow of life this week and trust that it will bring you safely to shore with grace. Hope this message helps you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Beloved Aries, you got 24. Revel the peacock beauty. You know, Aries, the beauty of the peacock can silence us with his sheer magnificence, reminding us of the power of the genuine beauty to bring us into peace and harmony within. There's a stirring within you, Aries, to create greater beauty in your life, to honor the creative ability that you have to express such sublime feelings that reside within you, Aries. As the soul grows spiritually, the creative energies begin to rise from the sacral chakra into the hips and the pelvis to the throat chakra, and then they can be translated into sound and made manifest. What once would have been more instinctual creativity, beautiful in its own way, becomes inspired and sublime, adding depth and healing energy to your creative expression. You can begin to create divine beauty through your words and actions this week, Aries. You can become an active, healing force for divine beauty in our world. As the power of the throat chakra grows, your urge to express yourself in a unique and creative way can become very strong. This creativity is the voice of your soul wishing to manifest itself into the physical world. The power of your soul is starting to flow through your words and your plans, Aries. The best way to use this power wisely is to decide that what you speak, choose to do, or intend to create will be in alignment with the divine beauty that is present in your heart. So the peacock beauty, Kuan in her graceful expression, urges you to follow what's truly beautiful in your heart and know that this will bring harmony within you and into the world most freely. Another message coming through, Aries, with this oracle is that whatever project, plan, or purpose that you've been contemplating is in alignment with the higher creativity of your soul. So don't worry if the details are not unfolding as you thought that they would. It is always wise to be clear with your intention and surrender the details to the universe so that they can unfold according to a vision greater than your own. All you need to do is have faith and follow your intuition, Aries, to take the steps that you feel heart-inspired to take, and to have patience and trust in yourself and the universe. All right, Aries, that's your message this week. I do hope that it helps. Please take the parts that resonate the most with you and your heart and soul. Leave the rest. And be in beautiful grace. Taurus, hear the yellow tiger mother. Can you hear her? Taurus, sometimes we must be strong and hold true while everything around us seems to be shifting and changing. The yellow tiger mother, Kuan, in her guardian role, is roaring her divine sound within you, Taurus. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light. And even while you're in the flow with universal forces, your strong roots, Taurus, help you to be at peace with your truth. Stand your ground while your light shines true. Taurus, you have everything that you need. You have the strength, you have the roots, you have the growth, you have the ability to stand strong in the storms. Taurus, I feel like this is going to be a week of chaos for you, and you are being called to stand strong. And Kuan is showing up to tell you that in the silence within you, while everything is loud and noisy without, she is there. The calm is going to be within you this week, Taurus. And it's going to be your job to stand strong among the chaos and to be the guiding light of calm that can bring it to the rest of the world. You're the one that can stand strong. You're the one that has the strength. You're the one that has the ability. You're the one that has the roots. You are strong and unmoving, and you might have to bend, but don't let it break you. And there is a roaring within you. Listen to that. Don't listen to the chaos around you. Don't listen to the storm. All it knows how to do is ravage and complain, and it doesn't understand. You understand, Taurus, and you are being called to stand strong, and you have within you all the strength and the power that you need to be able to accomplish this. And Kuan is here to tell you that she is here to stand with you and to strengthen you and to empower you even more. All you have to do is listen for her in the calmness within you and believe in that power. Trust me, Taurus, it's powerful. But people won't reflect to you that this week. Just know they will. They'll see it. And they'll thank you in the future. All right, beloved Taurus, stand tall. Don't let the chaos get to you. If it does, that's okay. Be there for you. Show up for you more than anything this week. Don't show up for the chaos. Show up for you. Be the calm in the chaos. And if they don't want to see that, it's on them. You show up for you. All right, beloved Taurus, I hope this message helps you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Gemini, Kuan is here as the divine feminine, encouraging you to awaken and empower yourself from the Emerald Fountain. When a sincere seeker is trying to find the way through, there is much help sent. It makes sense to be open to receive it. Indeed, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditional loving heart chakra of Kuan. Allow yourself to be nurtured by the power and the love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. Gemini, love from the Divine Mother is being offered to you so that you can move forward and continue forward on this path, on this journey, and to find your way. Gemini, I feel like there's like a call and a need to sit down and have a drink. Not of alcohol. Sit down and have a drink of water to nourish yourself so that you may continue on this journey of life. I feel like, Gemini, there's not like a lot going on. It's not like bad things are happening or, things are crumbling around you. It's just that the tedious journey of life just keeps going, keeps moving forward, and it's getting to you this week. So you need to take time to take care of yourself, to, like a spa day. Give yourself a spa day and give yourself time to sit and drink the water. To sit and drink the water. And then know that throughout the whole process, throughout the whole tedious, never-ending, is it even worth it process? First of all, it is ending and it is worth it, but that's besides the point. I use those words so that I can portray the energy that is going on through here. It's just like, the clogging forward. The Divine Mother wants to offer you divine love. Be willing to allow yourself to sit down, smell the roses, drink some water, and feel the nourishment of the water and the Divine Mother's love that's being offered to you to give you more purpose and meaning for this journey, to help you see what is worth it, to help you bring more joy into the steps so that you no longer have to trod along. The divine love of the Mother is being offered, but it's up to you to take it, Gemini. Allow yourself rest, nourishment, and to feel the divine love that is there for you this week to help restore your meaning and purpose on this journey. And remember, the journey's not about the destination. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about the journey. All right, beloved Gemini, I hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Cancer, you got the gates of heaven. And I feel like you're right there at the gate where you can live a life that you can love. But there's energies pulling on you, and it's keeping you from entering into living your heaven on earth. It's right there, Cancer. It's right there. It's just there's these attachments or spiritual presence that's not of the highest vibration, and it needs to be released from your energy field. So some of you Cancers, you might want to look into energy aura cleansing, but others, you'll find your way. It's okay. We'll get there. It's a feeling of anger, feeling tired, feeling depleted, feeling not yourself, like you can't be yourself. And it's because of old energies that you need to release that no longer belong to you. And it could even be energetic influences that are not a natural part of your energy field. And it's meant to be released for the greater good of all. For some of you Cancers, I feel like you just did a clearing. So if you're getting this message and you just did a clearing, this is your confirmation that it worked. I want to say that. Also, this could be an indication. I feel strongly this is not for all of you, but for some of you, you are about to gain a psychic skill or ability. And these are what I call human superpowers. You're about to gain like a human superpower, and there's stuff that needs to be released before you can gain this. So no matter what, there's that releasing that's necessary. Also, I feel like there's a need to call back your power. Call back all the parts of you that are empowered. Call back the lost pieces of you. Release that which is not you and call back that which is you. All right, so for the Cancers that can't necessarily go out there and get an energy cleansing, here is the healing for you. Focus on your heart and imagine that you can look up through the crown of your head, seeing a brilliant star of light above you that's pure white light, with the flecks of the neon violet light around the edges and in the core of the star. Imagine that the light is pouring down through the crown of your head, forming a star of light above your head, in the center of your forehead, and in your heart center, and in your navel, and then below your feet. Imagine the light pouring down, filling those stars and flooding through you like a river of light. Now say, of my own free will, as a sovereign being, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I have ever given, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to be attached to my energy field. I now release all such beings, entities, attachments, or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field and body. I release these now with love and peace, and burn all contracts I ever made that are associated with them through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. Then visualize or intend that there be a soft pink light in front of you. Now say, I call on the beings that love and serve this process unconditionally, now to hold unconditional love and light in this place. Send love to that pink light and say, to all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe, loved, and accepted and fed in this pink light of unconditional love. You will feel great. You may go to that light now if you so choose, or return to the source or the earth as you so choose. But you must leave my energy field permanently now. Through the loving grace of Kuan and my own free will, so be it. Allow the love to grow, and as it starts to fade away, you will know the process is complete. Focus on the pure white light with neon violet flecks pouring through your being for 3 more slow breaths. And when you're ready, you are complete. All right, beloved Cancer, this was a little bit long today. I hope that this message helped. I truly hope that this helped. And helps one of you out there, I'm so grateful. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Leo, you got 8 immortals. Leo, I feel like you are so supported. You are so supported. Like the spirit realm is cheering you on and just like enjoying you and cheering you on, and they're just right there. They're right by your side. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing such a wonderful job. Know that you're doing a wonderful job, and know that any hiccups or anything that comes, you have a whole entire spiritual team of masters surrounding you and willing to help you at any time. So don't be ashamed or afraid to call on your spirit team or to call on any ascended masters. Kuan is here, and she's saying that she loves you. She loves what you're doing. She wants to give you love. She wants to give you courage. She wants to give you strength to keep moving forward. And she is here to help you through any parts of the process that you need help with. And so many other masters are here. You must be doing masterful work to have so many masters willing to help you with your work. Don't be afraid to call on the spirit team that you have for help. They're there to help you. They want to help you, and they are cheering you on. And it is an honor and a privilege to be able to be an ascended master helping you with your project now, Leo. So it must be some amazing you got going on. And Leo, know that the messages that you've been receiving that are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self are coming from your higher guidance. It is your higher guidance that is telling you that it is time to be fearless, and it is encouraging you to grow and get out there and to step into the uncomfortable unknown, telling you that you got this. This is your higher self. I'm not your higher self talking. I'm confirming the message that your higher self is giving you and has been giving you. Also, the 8 immortals and other beings of divine light and divine love are guiding you and cheering you on. They're there to guide you and to cheer you on. And get in the silence if you have any questions, because you have so much guidance available to you. You will know from getting in the silence that these messages, when they're coming from an unconditional, fearless place, these are higher beings guiding you. You have that higher guidance. Trust it. Don't deny it. You have the guidance. This is your confirmation. You are being guided by higher beings. Trust it. Move forward. It's not going to always be comfortable, but if you're being guided and you feel it in your heart, and the love will be guiding you. If you feel the love, it is true. Even if it's not comfortable, even if it's not easy, it's true. You're being guided. I'm confirming that for you. And it is safe to follow these messages now. Doing so will bring greater joy into your life. The messages that are being given to you, following them will bring you joy into your life. Even if it feels uncomfortable for a minute, you'll see it was worth it. All right, beloved Leo, that is the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this video. You guys know you're my favorite of all the people, the cream of the human crop. Thank you all so much for being here. I pray the Divine Father shines His face upon you in grace and abundance, and I pray that the Divine Mother shine her light upon you in love and nurturing grace. I thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, for your divine love and light poured upon those that made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much, and so it is. Shalom. And thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out celestialgrove.academy. And until the next time, be in love.